Governor Sanwo-Olu takes over as chairman of Southwest Governors Forum. Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited denies report on alleged inflated subsidy claims. On the foreign scene, Armenians demand Prime Minister's resignation over concessions to Azerbaijan. In sports, Team Nigeria to open 2024 pre-Olympics training camp in Germany on July 1. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emerged as the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. This decision was unanimously reached by all Southwest governors, including Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti State, after a closed-door meeting at the Lagos House Alausa Ikeja, 8 months after the demise of Governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu. While briefing journalists after over 4 hours meeting, Governor Sanwo-Olu also announced that the 6 governors present have adopted Ishewa Fun Ilewa as anthem for Southwest, with assurance that the new minimum wage to be announced by the federal government will reflect true federalism.
Forum condemns in strong terms the group of people agitating for the Yoruba nation. Forum agrees to strengthen the Dawn Commission on its operational efficiency and charges the Commission to focus on economic integration, cooperation, and investment promotion of the Southwest region.
The Southwest Governors Forum, while reiterating commitment to the creation of state police, commended President Bola Tinubu for the groundbreaking of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and ongoing plans for Lagos to Sokoto Highway, and urged him to expedite action on rehabilitation of all federal roads across the country. Governor Sanwo-Olu also pledged the forum's commitment to ensure food security through collaborative effort on each state's comparative advantage.
Forum believes that the outcome will reflect a true fiscal federalism that we all preach. The Forum also encourages the federal government's effort on mineral resource exploitation. There should be a further collaboration between the federal government and states, especially in the areas of granting of leases to various investors.
Our correspondent Adiola Akinele reports that those in attendance are Ogun State, Dakwa Abiodun, Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, and the Osun State counterpart Ademola Adeleke, and the Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised continuous support for innovative ideas and investment that will make the state an attractive tourist center. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the pledge at the official launch of the Macarius Water Display Place, a groundbreaking multi-sensory fountain that promises to captivate audiences and redefine luxury living in Lagos. The governor assured that the Minister of Tourism will continue to ensure that Lagos remains a safe, secure, and an investment destination in tourism, and foster collaboration by ensuring that investment are in the right place.
And it's about dare to do things differently. When I was shown what is being put here today, and Pastor Shemalo himself came, you don't need to be further convinced that this is the power of imagination and bringing imagination to reality. The things that we see in other parts of the world, the inspiring landscape that we hear in other parts of the world, when you now bring it to your territory, the least you can do as a government is to acknowledge, is to appreciate, and to be a real enabler of those initiatives.
The chairman of Macarius Luxury Properties, Matthew Ashimolo, said the fountain will serve as an iconic landmark, enrich the cultural landscape, attract tourism, and enhance the quality of life of Lagos residents. Ashimolo said this initiative will be a testament to Nigeria's commitment to progress and development, showcasing its ability to deliver world-class experiences. In a bid to prevent African culture and traditions from going into extinction, the Lagos State government is set to unveil a stage play titled Karumi. Karumi is a play written by the late playwright Professor Olarotimi, which explores the themes of collective political and military leadership, social change and development, responsible leadership, control and accountability. Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Tokev Benson Awinka, who stated this at a press conference, said the state government picked interest in the stage play as most people tend to have forgotten the Nigeria's rich culture and its historical belief. According to her, it will also expose and awaken the consciousness of youth to the role of good leadership anywhere they find themselves. Benson Awinka said the stage play speaks to the Themes Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration to revive and preserve the rich cultural heritage of Lagos and Africa.
The play masterfully weaves together elements of history, culture, and entertainment, making it a must-see for everyone. As the Commissioner for Tourism, I recognize the significance of arts and culture in promoting tourism and showcasing our state's diversity. The play is an excellent representation of our cultural wealth, which I encourage everyone to experience. The world is changing rapidly, and cultures and traditions are fast losing steam to world order.
The stage play director Muideen Oladapo, popularly called Lala, commended the Lagos State government for supporting and funding the project for cultural rebirth, especially among the Gen Z youth.
So this is an opportunity for us. When we talk to media, I know that we too, I can't wait for us to show people what we have in our distance. So for me, it's a play, it's something that everybody will appreciate.
The stage play will be taken to the 5 Bila divisions of the state in Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, and Ekwe from this week for the delight of residents. The Federal Ministry of Works have fixed the vandalized railings and expansion joint used to absorb the thermal expansions at the second Niger Bridge. Special advisor on media to the Minister of Works, Uchenna Oji, said the Federal Ministry of Works is working with the police and other security agencies to tighten security, stop vandalism on the bridge, and save the superstructure from further damage. It will be recalled that the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has expressed a deep shock over the development, lamenting that reports of vandalism were still being recorded despite the presence of the private security outfit deployed by the Federal Ministry of Works to man the area. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has denied media reports that subsidy claims were inflated by 3.3 trillion naira. The NNPCL's Chief Corporate Communications Officer, Olufemi Shoneye, made this known in a press statement. The statement said NNPC Limited conducts its businesses accountably and transparently in keeping with international best practices and has at no time inflated its subsidy claims with the federal government. The company said all previous subsidy claims by the company are verified as relevant records and documents have been sent to relevant authorities and agencies. Shoneye said NNPC Limited is neither aware of any audit of its subsidy claims nor probe ensuing therefrom, and wishes to state categorically that both ridiculous claims are products of the febrile imagination of the reporters and their respective media houses. He said NNPC Limited conducts its businesses accountably and transparently in keeping with international best practices and has at no time inflated its subsidy claims with the federal government. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps says it has arrested 3 suspects at an illegal oil refinery in Rivers. Corps spokesperson Babawale Afolabi said the illegal bunkering activities site was located at Nembe Odagwa Creek in Eche local government area of the state. Afolabi explained that a large dug-out reservoir constructed and padded with tarpaulin, which could contain 100,000 liters of illegally refined crude oil, was uncovered at the site. He said the alleged suspects are currently assisting with all necessary information and would be charged in court after a thorough investigation. Afolabi commended some citizens who had constantly provided information to the Corps and encouraged them not to relent in giving actionable intelligence that would lead to arrest of the perpetrators. In foreign news now, large protests calling on Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan to resign have extended into a second day following a demonstration over the weekend. Following a rally featuring thousands and an overnight vigil in pouring rain, hundreds of protesters rallied in front of Armenia's parliament in Yerevan. The demonstrations have been called to protest against a decision last month to hand 4 deserted border villages to Baku to settle decades-old territorial dispute between the Caucasian neighbors. The territory seized by Armenia in the 1990s was returned last week. The protest against Pashinyan, who has also led Armenia to cold relations with Russia, are being headed by Bagrat Gaustayan, an archbishop who called over the weekend for new dialogue with Moscow. Armenia and Azerbaijan have fought 2 wars over the Nagorno-Karabakh region, which Azerbaijan recaptured last year from Armenian separatists who had control over the enclave for 3 decades. In sport now, the Federal Minister of Sports Development will open Team Nigeria's training camp on July 1 in Germany ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games billed for July 26 to August 11. About 75 Nigerian athletes have already qualified for the Games, which the ministry believes would be the country's best outing since the 1996 edition in Atlanta, United States. More Nigerian athletes are expected to qualify for Games from the various championships coming up across the continent. Nigeria Olympic Committee and OC President Habu Gumel had earlier announced that track and field athletes will participate in the African Senior Championships in Douala this month, just as the judocas would feature in a continental championship a few weeks before the Games. And that's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, always slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration upgraded 2 higher institutions to universities? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emerged the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has denied media report that subsidy claims were inflated by 3.3 trillion naira. We also told you that large protests calling on Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan to resign have extended into a second day following a demonstration over the weekend. And finally, in sport, the Federal Minister of Sports and Development will open Team Nigeria's training camp on July 1 in Germany ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games billed for July 26 to August 7. August 11, I beg your pardon. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Coyote Mafalashiri. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.